What's going on YouTube? Twitchy back again with some more Awaken Chaos Era content. Today's video is just going to be covering the newest event that was just released with our season hero Rosalie. The event's going to be Oath of Frostfire, and it's going to be ending on the 22nd of March, so you definitely want to get started. As always, if you like this content, make sure you like the video, make sure you're subscribed so you see my future videos, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so first and foremost, I do want to talk about the duration of the event. It's live for 2 weeks. It's going to be ending on the 22nd of March. You don't want to fall behind because it's going to take some time to catch back up. They do release missions or each stage every single day. So I would recommend holding off. Do not start farming these mission modes for the multi-battles until this bonus. So we've got a 5-day bonus. It says 5 days and 2 hours currently. It's probably going to say less when you guys see the video. But once this bonus begins, that's when the real value for farming this event comes into play. So you can get jelly, extra charms, extra gold, extra ability stones whenever you farm specific stages. So definitely take that into consideration and figure out which bonus fits you best. I'm probably going to farm during the jelly bonus or the ability bonus just because I get most of my gear charms from grinding gear dungeons as well as most of my gold. Now let's look at the event shop. I do want to give you guys my priority list on which items I plan on picking up, but first I just want to talk about these cosmetics. Now these cosmetics are not essential, but they are limited. So far, Ace has not come back with a re-release of being able to pick up any of the past avatars, the past frames. So keep that in mind if you are into cosmetics. My first priority item on the list is going to be this legendary book. If you guys don't know already, legendary books help your progression by tenfold. They increase the stats, they can open up additional ability upgrades. So that, I just want to emphasize how important you guys want to save your resources. Definitely grab the legendary book, okay? Just get it. Don't think twice about it. Grab the legendary book, guys. Next, we've got the ancient summon crystal. Now, I really don't pick these up unless I have like an abundance of the currency left over, because 99.9% of the time it's going to be an epic. And then also, fun fact for you guys that don't know, you cannot get light or dark champions from these type of summons. So I typically stay away from the ancient summon crystals. These 5-star pumpkins are actually second on my priority list just because they help out always. They're going to help out with the upgrade events. If you're a new player, 6-starring your heroes early on is super difficult. So this will be incredibly valuable for you. So you definitely want to grab that. The warrior ring isn't really anything amazing. I can't really recommend this to you guys. So if you're an early player, maybe, but I would say personally no. Let's look at the warrior chain. The warrior chain might be a buy for any earlier mid-game players that haven't really farmed or got their stage 12s or stage 14s for queen going. So I would say yes if you don't have anything better, and no if you have items similar or just a little worse. Now the advanced summon crystals are definitely a pickup for me personally, just because I love summoning. Who doesn't love summoning? We're playing gacha games, so this is definitely a pickup. Last but not least, for this currency, we've got the special gear charms. Usually I will buy some of these with whatever leftover currency that I have. Most likely you won't have a bunch of leftover currency of the ancient dragon scales because these are kind of limited and capped. And this is how they kind of convince you to purchasing them with the farmable currency, just so that you can buy all the limited items above. But just to recap, buy the legendary book, buy the 5-star pumpkins, maybe pick up the warrior chain if this does benefit or have some value for you, and definitely grab the summon stones. So for the farmable currency, I did talk about this just a second ago. There's ancient dragon scales. If you don't want to pick up all the limited items above, that's definitely worth considering. I probably won't. I will definitely grab these summon crystals. Absolutely, I will grab these foodies because, you know, the discounted jelly definitely helps for all of the upgrade events that we've been having, as well as the fact that it costs nearly 3.5 million jelly to get your level 60 heroes to level 70. So you guys kind of need all the jelly that you can get right now. So we've kind of got 3 options here, just, you know, without any limits. So this is really just for any of you hardcore grinders that have bought all the limited rewards and you're kind of wanting to decide what's the best, what would you pick up here. So we've got gear charms, we've got jelly, we've got gold. Personally, once again, I'm gonna go with the jelly just because of how much level 70s cost nowadays, and you know, they're busting out so many new units. We're constantly gonna be 6-starring heroes, so personally I'm going with the jelly since I get most of my gear XP from grinding gear dungeons. But my second option or recommendation for you guys would definitely be the gear charms, because you do run out of those if you aren't heavily farming. And then my third option, of course, is going to be gold. So this is the event shop, not too shabby. I really like the fact that they've been adding legendary books into the shop after Ashland, so that's awesome. Now let's go take a look at the fastest team to farm this event. Okay, so we're gonna go into challenge. I'm on difficulty 2. You know, we cleared the first one. Now this is super important, guys. This is what I like to use to save my time, and it works. It just works. So I bring in a wave farmer. That's gonna be Hitoshi, just because he technically is the fastest farmer in the game since he doesn't have an ability animation on his ultimate. You can go with Nathalia, you can go with Hydressia. Really, you could go with any AoE damage dealer and they would fit this role. I just personally like the heroes that reset their ability cooldown upon a kill, so that's Hitoshi and Nathalia. I am bringing in Ciara just for the assist AoE. It helps, you know, if we can't wipe the wave, she's going to be able to wipe it with her passive. It's going to be really fast and it's going to help keep the runs really speedy. Last but not least, we do have Zitlin. If you guys have watched my videos before, you probably know that I'm a fan of Zitlin just because he allows us to ignore deflect. If you guys don't know what deflect does, deflect reduces your damage by 50% and it makes it so you do not crit. It typically happens when you are bringing an element that's at element disadvantage. So if I was going against fire, I would have a higher chance of deflecting. But as long as you bring in Zitlin, you will never deflect in PvE. So enough talk. Let's see how this team works. So really, it's just going to be super quick. We're going to bust through a few of these runs, but really it's just the same run every single time. Hitoshi's going to ult. That's going to activate Ciara's passive. So if anybody does survive, she's going to be able to wipe them. But as you guys see, Zitlin's not moving. He's literally just there for his aura. We'll do one more battle after this just so you guys know that it's, you know, this is not a scam. I'm not lying to you guys. You don't need OP gears on your heroes either. I do rock Avarice on Hitoshi and I am rocking Avarice on Ciara just to get the increased damage from their AoE abilities, but I'm sure you could clear these beginning stages without proper sets, as long as you guys are getting proper stats, because I am an advocate for stats over sets early game. I could do another separate video on that, but we're not really going to cover that too much now. But that's my team that I am using to farm this event, guys. You don't have to use Hitoshi. You can use Nathalia. You can use Hydressia. Once again, any AoE is going to fill that role. It's going to spare your time that you're investing farming these stages. And last but not least, if you guys are having difficulty with these higher stages, because it does get hard, it's not easy. You know, I'm a soft launch player. I've been farming for quite some time, so my gears are probably better than some of your guys's. So if you guys are having difficulties, make sure you're adding friends. You can add 50 friends max. You can use each friend support 3 times a day. Okay, we're going back to this. Add friends. Drop your in-game names in the comments below if you guys need a strong friend, because I would love to add you. And that's gonna pretty much wrap up the video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.